there, good looking. Join me for this all levels metabolic conditioning workout. We are going to combine strength and cardio so that we get your heart rate up and we burn a ton of calories. I'll be showing low impact and osteoporosis friendly versions of a couple of the exercises, and all you need is a pair of moderate and one heavy dumbbell. For reference, my moderates, I have a pair of 12s, and for my one heavy, I have a 20. All right. Awesome. And if you are part of the Ignite Challenge, this is day 1, baby cakes. All right, lace up your runners. Let's go get started. All right, shall we get warmed up? As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout that's about to happen. So let's start down on the ground. On your right knee, extend your left leg out, inside of your foot resting on the ground. Bring your arms far enough forward and then sit yourself back. You want to be able to extend the arms so we get into the shoulder, and then when we sit back, you'll also feel a dynamic stretch into that inner thigh. So a metabolic workout really is basically a workout that keeps the heart rate up through the entire workout. So it's working more conditioning as opposed to muscle strength. It's a fun way to train. It's intense, but it's short. In today's workout, you will work hard, but we'll be done the actual workout within 25 minutes. Let's do one more here. Now stay back for me. Take that left arm, thread it under, and then rotate and reach it up to get into the shoulder and your T-spine. Last 2. One more. Excellent. Other leg out. Again, have those arms forward enough so when you sit back, those arms are extended in front of you. We want to still work into the lats, into your shoulders while we sit back and feel that into the hip and groin. Two more. Sit back here. Right arm threads under. Reach it, twist. Good. We have 6. Last 2. Beautiful. Take yourself with your hands slightly ahead of the shoulders, spread those fingers, tuck the toes under, drive the hips up for a downward dog, and let's pedal the heels, warming into the calves. Our bum is up, our ears are in between the arms, and our feet are shoulder width or hip width apart. Pedaling those feet. Good job. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now bend your knees and walk your hands towards your feet. Come all the way up, and let's go down into a deep squat and walk out. Come on, you can try them. If you get 2 in, perfect. But I want you to be able to work through the shoulders, get the core warmed up, support your body weight, and sink into that deep squat, warming up into the ankle, knees, and hips. We have 1 more. Beautiful. Come to the top of the mat. Step back with the left leg. Give me a lunge. Reach the arms up, other leg. Now your lunge might be shallow because of the knees, and you might just want to do a tap back. If you're able to, I want you to see if you can get the back knee to the ground. Extend through the spine slightly. Move through those arms so we keep getting those shoulders warm. And then pick up the tempo a little bit. Here we go. Last 4. 3, 2, 1, and march it on the spot. Grab a quick sip if you want it now. We're starting in less than 20 seconds. We'll begin with the heavy dumbbell for our sumo squat shuffle. Holding the dumbbell down here. Step out wide, toes turned out, squat, feet together, then the other side. Let's go. Now shoulders are pulled back and down. Stepping out so that the knees and toes are going out in the same direction. And you go as fast or as slow as you want, but we're really sinking down in that tush. Now our work time is 50 seconds today. So it's a long time. It's going to be fatiguing. Only a 10-second break. We have 6 exercises. We'll take a water break. We have a total of 4 rounds, okay? We'll grab those lighter dumbbells that I asked you to grab before the workout in about 10 seconds. This one feels good though, doesn't it? It really opens up the hips. Let's do one more. All right, grab those legs. Knees are soft, palms facing you. Now drive up for shoulder press. Keep the arms up there. Now give me a tricep extension. Straighten the arms and lower down. Up. Now listen, if these dumbbells doing the tricep isn't working for you, hold on to one dumbbell. So you keep going. This is what it would look like. Press, extend, and down. Yeah? Okay. So I want you to feel successful. I want you to be able to do the workout, but I do want you to challenge yourself. Now we want to have soft knees here. Abs engaged. Woo, baby. We'll keep these dumbbells for our next exercise. One more. All right, coming into a squat with the feet shoulder or hip width apart. Start down into a skier's position and then drive up, dumbbells coming up to the hip, shoulders. Now we're driving up through the hips. So bum back into a squat like you're at the top of a ski mountain and then drive up. Drive up. Great job. So we have a narrow squat on this so that dumbbells can clear past our legs. So if you're hitting your legs are probably too wide. Bring them in a bit for me. And again, we use those hips to swing those dumbbells just to shoulder height. Let them swing right back behind you. Head up, chest up. 10 more seconds. One more. Woo! All right, let's keep these dumbbells. We'll combine a row for our back muscles and then add another tricep exercise. So feet stay hip width. Hip hinge for me. Row, kick back, finish the kick back. Now finish the row. Really important here that we've got that hinge to the hip crease, pushing the bum back to the wall behind you. Pulling up, squeezing those shoulder blades. Woo! And feeling the burn, especially the triceps. We have a body weight drill coming up. One more. All right, dumbbells out of your way so you don't trip on them. Take a look. Hopscotch in. Low impact is stepping out and then in, okay? So for the hopscotch, see if you can go a little deeper with the squat, and then we land and stick it on one foot. This is why I warmed your calves up before we start. If you can go faster, go for it. Don't forget about sinking down, lifting up. Great balance drill here too. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. All right, grab your heavy. We have a golf swing. If you have osteoporosis or don't like to twist the spine, you'll have arms up and march. Otherwise, everyone with me, hold on to the heavy, swing it, twist the back arm, swing the other side. Now we're controlling this so we can pause the dumbbell, right at the top there, and pivot on the opposing foot. Great core drill here. There's not a lot of spinal twist, but I don't want my osteo people doing this, so you'll do arms up and march. We get a quick water break after this and move into round 2. One more each side. Woo! All right, keep that heavy close by. We'll need it for that first drill, our sumo squat shuffle. Please keep those feet moving. Maybe take a look at that heart rate. Should be up there. Sorry, I forgot to cue you. Turn your watch on. If you didn't, you can start this from the top again. All right, let's hold the dumbbell down, feet together. Shoulders back and down, step out wide, mirror me, toes turned out, sink down. Other side. You got it. Round 2, so now we know the moves. Let's see if we can tweak the form further. When we squat here, our toes are going to turn out a bit, and then our knees track with those toes. If you can get the dumbbell to touch your mat, that would be awesome. That means, though, right, you're working harder because you got to sink down in that squat. So play around with what works for you right now, okay? One more. Okay, grab the moderates. We have the shoulder press, tricep extension, or maybe you're holding on to one dumbbell for this. Start here, abs engaged. Here we go. We press, drop back, finish. So take a look. Press, dumbbells come down. My core is really tight. I'm not allowing my low back to overarch. I'm tucking in my glutes a little bit. We've got the knees soft. Everything's fired up. Final 10 seconds. Weighted skiers coming up. And finish it off. Nice. Now, remember we want that narrow stance. So your heels are right underneath the hip bones. We sink back, and maybe you want to try it with no dumbbells. There's an option for you. We sink back, and then we drive up. So I'm really squeezing my bum forward to get those dumbbells up. So it's almost like a kettlebell swing, a wood chop. It's not powered solely through the shoulders. Last one. Woo. Take her down. Now we're going to keep our feet in this hip width position. Sink into that row pattern. So hip hinge. Here we go. We row. Kick back. Whoa, that's a tough one. Whew. Now, the end of this workout, we're going to learn push-ups. That's our finisher. If you're part of the Ignite Challenge, we're doing push-ups after every workout because I promised you 14 days of push-ups so you perfect your form. You know how to do a push-up, whether it's perfect from the knees or from the toes. I just want it looking good. So we're finishing off today with push-ups. By the end of the challenge, you will have done over 140 push-ups. But don't fret, right? We're breaking that up, 14 days. So you can do the math and know that you're only doing 10 push-ups. We can do that. I'd rather have quality than quantity, okay? And release. All right, dumbbells off to your side so we don't trip on them. We've got high or low impact hopscotch. If you're finding the coordination on this one, don't overthink it. So think about jumping out and then jump in, bring a foot up. Now right away you jump out, bring a foot up, out, foot up. So all I'm doing is just bending at the knee, bringing the heel up to the bum. I'm not driving the knee forward. So activating a little bit more hamstring. Jumping out, just like we did in that sumo squat, the first exercise. So then from there, you can pick up the tempo if you find that you've got the rhythm. But you do kind of got to stick it there on that one leg, which is so good for your balance and core. One more. All right, we got golf swings, or maybe you're taking that heavy dumbbell, bringing it up and doing marches for me. Whew. Here we go. Hold on to the post, feet wider than shoulders. Swing it, pivot, swing it, other side pivot. But we're not swinging without control. We can stop that dumbbell whenever we want. And then we add a bit of knee, and now a bit of hip. Shoulders away from the ears. Ten seconds. One more. Woo! All right, march it out. We got 30-second water break. Then we're moving into round 3. Cheers. The breaks are just as important as the work. We want to work at a high intensity, and you just can't continuously do that. You need ample rest too, so that we can ramp it up, ramp it down. All right, sumo squat shuffle. You ready? Let's go. Toes turn out, knees turn out. Great, now chest lifted, head up, look up, and sink down. Keep the tempo. I know third round, I'm getting tired too, but see if you can maintain the tempo. One more each side. Last one. All right, shoulder press to tricep extension. Bend those legs to get your dumbbells. Whew. Yeah, legs are starting to feel like jello. Here we go. Press, tricep. Remember, you've got that option. One dumbbell if you'd like. So on this, you definitely got to lift for the tricep extension, right? You'll most likely be able to shoulder press more, but we're limited on what we can do for the extension. So proof again, what I mentioned earlier, that metabolic conditioning workouts aren't going to increase your strength, your muscular strength. It's going to increase your conditioning. There's many aspects to your fitness other than just strength. For many years, this is the only way I trained, actually. MetCons and variations of them. Time. All right, now let's move those feet into hip width. We have those skiers. We're starting at the top of the mountain. Arms back, and then we drive up. In my 20s, I did a lot of mainly cardio. I taught a ton of step classes, probably 20, 22 a week. In my 30s, I moved into triathlons. In my 40s, I did mainly MetCons. And now in my 50s, I'm mixing it up all over the place, but I definitely do a lot of strength. And it's, other than tennis elbow, it's kept me pretty injury free. So it's important that we do work all aspects of your fitness. One more, and release. Woo. All right, row to kickbacks. So on this one, again, we're limited on what we can kick back with, right? We could probably row more. Let's get set up, feet hip width, hip hinge, row, kick back. However, you are fatigued at the end. So again, just showing you the difference would be between a strength program. If I had you on strength, we wouldn't be doing a kickback. We would be doing a shorter amount of time, heavy weight, just the row. But MetCon, we're combining these two moves, keeping that heart rate up. Working a little bit into muscle endurance. We will get some strength gains, but we'll get mainly conditioning of the muscles, heart, and lungs. Woo, and burn calories, baby. MetCons are awesome for burning calories. Let's do one more. All right, hopscotch. Woo. So I'm going to start out slow again because I know that this might be a little confusing. So we're going to jump out. Now jump in. Bring the leg up, mirror me, okay? Out, in, out, in. Now sink a bit deeper. Good. Bring your arms in front now. Great. Just bend from the knee, heel coming up to your bum. Got that sumo squat happening when we jump out. If you're comfortable and you have osteoporosis, I want you to try a little bit of the hopscotch jump. All right, get a little impact to the bones, but only if you're comfortable and can hold your balance well. All right, can we pick it up? Time. Okay, we got golf swings, or maybe you're doing arms up with a heavy and marching. Here we go. Feet wider than shoulders. Hold on to that dumbbell pose. Breathe. We're just not swinging it. It's not a pendulum. It's controlled through the abs, through the torso. Pausing at that top. All right, whoo. Grab a sip. Whoo. We're moving into our final round. Keep the feet moving. Good job. All right. We grab that dumbbell. Sumo squat shuffle. Okay? Awesome. Whew. Here we go. Shoulders pulled back and down. Abs drawn in. Belly button to spine. Step it out, sink down. Good. Now, if you don't have time for the push-up drills that I'm doing at the end of this Ignite series, we have a timestamp down below. So you can continue on with your day and then come back to it later on. They'll never be more than 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. So you can fit it in maybe after dinner. Get a little movement in. I love doing something after dinner. Usually I walk my dogs. But yeah, I like moving. One more. All right, shoulder press to tricep extension. Whew. So we want to draw that belly button in the spine. Hands start here. Press, tricep, and down. 1 or 2 dumbbells. Always remember your options. The only option you don't have is push and stop and leaving me, okay? You have lasted this long, so you suck it up, Buttercup. Finish with me strong. It's not always going to be joyous working out. Sometimes it'll be a grind. But when you're done, you'll always be damn proud of yourself. And that's what I want. I want you to leave feeling good about yourself. Whew. Right now, my triceps are not feeling good. Whew. My triceps are not feeling good at all. I know they will after. All right, we have skiers, so let's keep these dumbbells. Feet are now hip width, right? We want to narrow that stance. Bum back, arms back. Now drive up. Whew. Feel that breathing is elevated, isn't it? Keep that smile on. Come on, even if you got to fake the smile. One more. Whew. Whew. All right. Remember, we're on our last round, so this is good stuff. Okay, we got row to kick back. So we keep those feet hip width. We bend those knees a bit, push the bum back, hip hinge, row, kick back, and down. Not rounding the spine. Head is up a bit. We're not letting that head drop. Good. Finding that breath when we can. Fueling those muscles with that oxygen. And down. All right, dumbbells off to the side. Don't want you to trip on them. Once again, I'm going to go slow with the hopscotch, and then I'll start to speed it up if you want to join me. Start with feet together. Now jump out wide. Mirror me. This leg comes up. Wide. Now bring the arms in so we kind of get them out of the equation. Just bending at that knee again, yeah? Perfect. Now see if you can speed it up. It's a great way to get the inner thighs here, hamstrings, and get that heart rate up even higher than it's been. Less than 15 seconds. Come on. Let's pick it up. Come on. Let's go. 10. Sink it deep. You got this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Golf swings or arms up and march. Make sure you got the heavy though. Whew. Here we go. Feet wide, toes turned out. Tighten up that core. Good. Tighten up that glute as you're bringing the dumbbell up. Tighten in through there. One more. Woo! All right. Nicely done, you. Grab a sip. March it out. Cheers. All right, now, if you got to take off, I totally get it. Maybe fast forward past the push-up part and do a couple of the stretches we do near the end. Otherwise, it is time stamped for you to come back, okay? But please make sure that you do, especially if you're part of the Ignite Challenge, because we're building the perfect push-up through this series as well. All right, we will let that heart rate come down a bit. So just march it. Good, now feet out for me. Bend the knees, inhale the arms up. Exhale down. 3 more times. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe out through that mouth. Last time, inhale deep through the nose. All right, we're going to move into our push-ups now. If you have a hard surface, you might want a mat for this. Okay, the first thing that we need to focus on is strengthening some of the muscles related to a push-up drill. Today, we're going to focus on your serratus anterior. That's these muscles just around here, which help you do the push part, as well as in the mid-back, your retraction muscles. So when we do a push-up, it is more than just your pecs, your front shoulder, your triceps working. The body is functioning as a complete unit. We have core, we have back, we have hips, we have legs. This is why you see push-ups so often in workouts. It's such an effective body weight exercise. However, it can go wrong on many levels. Now, one of the main things I see that happen are people wing their arms out. So I want you to set your hands so that just a bit wider than the shoulders, fingers are wide, okay, and your thumb is almost underneath the armpits, and see how my elbows went in a bit. So when you're coming down in that push-up, pretend I'm on the ground, I'm in that bottom part of the push-up, your head and your elbows look like the top of an arrow. So focus on that. That's going to save your shoulders. The other thing I want you to focus on are your hips, your core. Quite often I'll see people sink down, and they'll sink down with their hips first and then press up. That's not your body working as a unit. Now we've let that core go. Second, so they'll overcorrect it now and bring down and bring their head down and their bum stays up. We want the whole body moving as a plank. It's a moving plank. So let's set up first with some protraction and retraction drills to get into the serratus and the mid-back muscles. And then we'll do 10 negative push-ups from the knees. And it'll be nice and easy, especially if you really don't like push-ups, because it'll help you get set up for that successful push-up that we'll work together towards in the 14 days. So I want beginners to be on their knees. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers and grip the ground with the fingertips. Now, if at any point your wrists are really irritated by any of these drills, there's 2 things you can do. You can use dumbbells so that you keep the wrists in a neutral position, and you can also use the dumbbells for the push-ups, okay? Or you can go onto your knuckles. So if wrists are an issue for you, those are your 2 options. All right, now, from this position, from the knees, if you're a beginner, from the toes, if you're able to hold a plank, I want you to push the ground away and just move through the shoulder blades. So keep the head still, the hips still. Shoulder blades are pulled apart, or what we call protracted. Now bring the shoulder blades together. Good. Now I'm going to cue you. I'm going to verbally cue you. You don't have to look at me. I want you to look just ahead at the top of your mat there. Good. Now push the ground away. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Pull them together. Nothing moves in the head or the hips. Do it again. 3. Shoulder blades together. Good. 4. 5. Breathe. 6. 7. Feeling the heat and the fire in those shoulders. 8. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Shake out those hands. All right, so that's called protraction, retraction. Now let's get set up for the push-up. If you are a beginner, you can be on your knees, and then I want you to elevate your hands on the side of a bench, couch, table, chair, all right? Otherwise, you're here with me. Now, a negative push-up just means we control the weight down nice and slow. Let me show you one. So remember our setup, hands just a bit wider than shoulders. All right, those thumbs are kind of underneath the armpit. Now we look at the top of the mat. We bring the bum in. Everything is one unit, and we lower down for 4, 3, 2, all the way down, 1, good. And then we're gonna get up any which way we want. All right, so we're doing a negative, focusing on the down phase of the push-up. Here we go, set up. We have 10, and then we're done. All right, so where's your setup, right? Elbows are gonna tuck in a bit. You wanna look like that arrow when we're down on the mat. Gaze is just at the top of the mat. Fingers are spread. Here we go. We're taking it down for 4 count. Ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest all the way to the ground. You there? Perfect. Drive up. And you get up any which way you want, all right? Here we go, let's do it again. Get set up, perfect looking plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now just get up any which way you want. Again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Real important, we don't let those heads drop. Here we go. Moving into number 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can keep the feet on the ground or bend them, whatever feels best for you. And number 5, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, and again, you get up any which way you want. Number 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, it does make it a little easier though, you gotta admit, right? So let's go. Number 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. You still holding that form? All right, readjust if you have to. Drive yourself up any which way you can. Now set up for that good looking push-up. Number 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now number 10, we're going to hold it. We're going to hover it over the ground for a couple of breaths, okay? Why not? Let's just try it. Here we go. Take it down for 1, 2, 3. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Good job, you. Stay here for me, please. Bring the arms out, shoulder height, palms down. Lift the left leg right up, bend at the knee, and roll onto that right hip and right arm, and then press the left hand in the ground and roll further back onto that right arm, stretching into your pec, front shoulder, and then here into the front of the hip. Breathe. Back to center. Left arm extends, palm down, lined up with the shoulder. Right leg picks up, bend at the knee, roll onto that left arm, press into the ground with that right arm. Maybe look up at the ceiling a bit. You want more stretch into that right hip. You walk that right foot towards that left hand some more. Back to center. On the forearms, just let the hips, tummy drop to the mat. Let the chest lift, shoulders away from ears. Look up. Feel that nice stretch in the abs. Well, we also get some spinal extension. Push back. Right knee on the ground, left leg out, lunge into it for hip flexor stretch. I'll go to this side so you can see. All right, we want to tighten into that glute, lunge into it. Right arm behind the head to get into the tricep. Give it a little assistance with the other hand, and then lean away from that right hip. And release. Other side. Here we go. Lunge into it. We want that ankle and knee lined up. A little bit of extension in the spine. Tighten your left glute. Feel the stretch into the hip, maybe even in the thigh. And then let's get into the triceps. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so we can keep sending you workouts. And if you can, place a thumbs up on this video so you can help it in the YouTube algorithm. Whew, and release. All right. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments down below. And for those of you that are part of the Ignite Challenge, I'll see you for tomorrow's workout. Bye.